I'm Ken Whiting, and in this episode of Paddle Tales, I'm in Dominica in the Caribbean exploring spectacular waterfalls and epic coastlines.
Paddle Tales is brought to you by Discover Dominica, NRS, Kayaking, Gear Lab Outdoors, Wiley X, and Outdoor Play.
Well, we're making the move from the south end of Dominica to the north end of Dominica, where there's tons more paddling, tons more coastline to explore. But on the drive to the north end, there's lots of things to see. And so we're making a little pit stop here at Trafalgar Falls, one of the most famous waterfalls on the island. And there's lots of waterfalls here. But you know, when you're driving past a waterfall, of course you have to stop and check it out. So here we go. I think you could say this has been worth the stop already. Wow! This is Jurassic Park, but better. Well, I was told Trafalgar Falls was spectacular and it was the most popular waterfall in Dominica. And so I'm always a little skeptical about how sure that most popular destination is going to be, but wow, this is something else. It really is. I feel like I'm in a different world. But this is just the beginning of today's journey. We have a coastline coming up that's supposed to be equally as spectacular, and so we got to keep moving, and it's starting to heat up too. Now, the section that we're hoping to do today is actually a bit further north than the end of the Waitukubuli Sea Trail. We're going to be subjected to the full force of the Atlantic Ocean. I looked at this area on Google Maps before coming down here, and it looks spectacular. And so I'm really hoping that the conditions are favorable enough so that we can actually experience it firsthand. Oh yeah, I'll tell you what, it doesn't matter how many times I put together the Kayaking. The whole idea, I flew down to Dominica with a full-size hard shell sea kayak, and in 5 minutes, it goes together from a bag to a 14-foot kayak. Now I'm ready to go, so I'm gonna get geared up and get wet because it is hot right now. In typical Caribbean fashion, it's a hot and humid day, and when it's midday, you are looking to find shade. And it's hard to find shade along the coastline, but Wes pointed out a river that was pouring in from the shoreline, and I thought there was enough water to get up there. Oh, the water's nice and cool. Oh, that's nice. And the shade. Getting into that little river mouth in the shade, in the jungle. It was like finding an oasis within an oasis, and it was pretty hard to leave there. But we also had the Guadalupe Channel just around the corner calling our name. think of two better guys to explore the Guadalupe Channel with than Wes and Freddie. I mean, those guys, they're like me. When they're in an environment like that, they're like kids. They're giggling and they're just having so much fun and wanting to explore every little spot. I mean, at one point I saw Freddie on shore somehow underneath a waterfall dancing. Freddie is full of energy. So we are at the end of the Waitukubuli Sea Trail, right?
That's right. Segment 14 from Kashakru in the south to Capuchin in the north.
And this is Capuchin.
This is Capuchin right here. Lovely. We're about to enter the Guadalupe Channel. There are many days we'll come up here and we'll just take a look. And we'll say, that looks nice, we're not going up there. It gets pretty, it's a notorious channel for being extremely rough. Today, I think we have a good opportunity to go around the corner, take a look.
Yeah.
And I think you're gonna be pleasantly surprised with the remoteness and majestic cliffs of the Guadalupe Channel.
Paddling up to that corner of Dominica, this jagged rock peninsula sticking out, and you can see that the water is picked up. It's a little rougher out there, but as soon as we paddled around, it's like someone turned on the industrial fan. It just picked up. We went from a calm, pleasurable environment to a dramatic, sporty environment, just like that. Guadalupe Channel is more than just a uber dramatic coastline. It's got these little magical micro environments that we could explore. It had caves where swell is rolling into and smashing at the back of. It had little channels between fallen boulders off the cliffside. It had waterfalls pouring from way up high. It is the ultimate paddler's playground.
What I like about paddling in rough water is, for me, I have to be very in the moment. You just never know what the sea is going to throw at you. You're paddling along, there may be a rogue wave, you have to climb it, you may be hitting it you from the side, you've got to throw in a nice brace. When you're going downwind, you can't always see what's coming behind you. Big swell may come behind you, and next thing you know, you're surfing.
Well, it's sad to see the sun dropping because that means we got to start making our way back. We got a little bit of ways to go, but at least we have a tailwind. But this is definitely not going to be my last paddling adventure in Dominica, so that feels good. I have to say a big thanks to Wes, Carrie, Freddie, and the guys at Soufriere Outdoor Center for showing me around, and to Wes and Freddie for showing me the Guadalupe Channel today. It's been a great day of paddling and a great way to test this kayak, the Pakiak, in some real conditions, playing around in some rough water. I did a full review of this kayak. You can check that out. I'll make sure to leave a link in the description box down below for that. Otherwise, stay tuned. We got lots more paddling adventures, paddling tips, and paddling gear reviews coming your way.